Welcome back to episode 11 of the Test Run. Today we're joined by a YouTuber, Lifesteal SMP member, composer of his own music, and the player who disappointed his fans by not surviving 300 days in a cave-only world. Obviously the last one's a joke, but please welcome TheTerrain. How's it going,
Yo, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right myself.
How's your day been so far?
It's been okay. I went to school. I came back. I slept and took a nap for 3 hours, and I got woken up to do the podcast. So
Yeah, you sound like Vortex a lot right now, because what Vortex does is this kid comes home from school, he gets in bed, and then he sleeps until 7 p.m., wakes up, eats dinner, and then plays Valorant until 4 a.m., bro. Like, on a school night, too.
that's just not healthy. Does he know that that's a problem, or?
I hope, but I know that during break, I messed up my sleep schedule during break pretty bad because we just had our spring break, but I mean, for me, like, I stayed up till 3:30 on some nights, but Vortex pulled 3 all-nighters in a row.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He slept during the day, but he 3 all-nighters in a row, and then the night when we came back to school, he stayed up until 6 a.m. and then finally went to bed.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That guy's actually crazy.
Yeah, like, I mean, I came back from break, I think the same time as you, and the kids that came into school looked like they were dead. Like, actually, like they looked like they were stuffed. Like, you know how, like, an animal dies and it's, like, taxidermied? Like, some kids literally looked, like, dead. It was ridiculous.
Oh, that's funny. Have you seen the news today?
What is the news today?
Well, I was sitting in my physics class today, and this kid next to me, who's a really smart guy, he just turns to me and he goes, "Elon Musk's spaceship just blew up."
Really?
Did you hear about that?
I did not, no.
Yeah, no, basically there was like all this hype about SpaceX launching like their biggest rocket ever, and then it blew up like 4 minutes in.
Seriously? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Was
mean,
there
when I
crew in
heard
there?
No. It was just a solo, or not a solo. It was like completely automated. So
Oh,
luckily no one died, but they lost a lot of money today.
I'm sure, yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Speaking of which, what are like regarding Elon Musk, this is kind of jumping into things really quickly.
Okay.
Have you seen like ChatGPT?
Yes, I'm aware of ChatGPT.
You are? Okay.
Yes.
So for those who don't know, ChatGPT is basically this like AI application, and you can ask it anything and it pretty much has an answer. But it's not just that. Like, that's what I thought it just was. I thought it was a search engine. But over the past week, apparently it's been getting incorporated into like a bunch of different new apps and programs. Have you heard about that?
I have not. What is it getting incorporated into?
So like, for example, Microsoft just launched Copilot, which is an AI tool that you can use with Microsoft. And for example, if you take like, oh my God, I sound like I'm sponsored right now, but like,
we got a Microsoft plug here.
yeah, this is not a Microsoft plug. I'm not saying you should buy this, but like if you, for example, if you put all your data in an Excel sheet in Microsoft and you tell Copilot, like, analyze this data, it'll analyze it for you, which is
Really?
insane to me. Yeah. Then there's like all these things. NVIDIA just recently released like a new application where if you put in a prompt, it generates a video.
A video?
Yeah. It's
Wait,
like,
how?
I don't know. I saw something on Twitter yesterday, but it was like someone put in the prompt a stormtrooper vacuuming a beach, and then it actually generated a stormtrooper vacuuming a beach. Like, actually.
That's insane.
I know.
Oh
So
my gosh.
what I'm scared of, I mean, well, I assume you've seen like the Drake stuff recently, right? Where Drake has
Yes.
gotten his songs like AI'd.
I would, yeah, like the TikTok when that first dropped, I was one of the first, like, I think it was like 200,000 likes. So I was
Yeah.
early to it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm scared of is video is going to get so bad that someone can say, generate me a Mr. Beast video. And it generates a Mr. Beast video.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. I'll be 100%. I
Yeah.
think that that's
Like
that's that's definitely possible.
someone could type in generate a The Terrain video and it would generate a video that mimics your style.
Yeah, what would it
Eventually, I
make?
think.
What would it make though?
Dude,
Like,
that's what I thought. So what I thought originally about AI was that ChatGPT was just pulling stuff from the internet and piecing it together, right? That's what I
mhm.
thought. But ChatGPT comes up with its own ideas, and so does AI. So what I think is going to happen, especially with that The Terrain and Mr. Beast video creating stuff, is that you're going to put in a prompt, for example, like make a The Terrain video, and it's going to look at your channel and it's going to say, these are the kinds of ideas that you come up with. And then it's going to come up with a new idea that's something that you would think of. It's going to think like you and then
My
make a
God,
video that's edited like how you would edit a video. It would use music that you would use and make a video.
that's wild. Yeah, just
I
absolutely
mean,
insane.
yeah. So AI, dude, like the kid that told me that like Elon Musk's rocket blew up, he was telling me how in 30 years we're not even going to be calling it AI anymore. We're just going to be calling it intelligence.
Maybe that might be pushing it a little bit far because
But
intelligence already has a definition. I mean, like
yeah,
it's we'd have to rewrite a definition for a word.
that is true. That is true. But dude, that guy was going off on so many tangents about like that's why I'm so worked up about this right now because he was like, yeah, in the next 5 years I think that there's going to be like 30% of the jobs in the world are going to be lost to artificial intelligence. That's what he told me. And I was like, "Really? That many?" But if you think about it, did you I think a lot of big companies have already started like laying off their employees. Like I know ESPN did, um, Amazon did. I think some other companies too.
Small companies as well. I remember I
Hmm.
read a story from some guy who worked, I think it was like a small video game company, and he did like 3D modeling and stuff for the games. And his boss literally like laid off him and a bunch of other people because AI could just start doing it on its own. And it's a lot
Yeah.
cheaper, a lot faster. It's like, why do you have workers at that point?
And there's also like a bunch of jobs that can like easily be replaced by AI. You don't
Mhm.
need, I think in the future, you're not going to need an accountant. You're not going to need a writer, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Um, you're not going to need like someone to come up with ideas for you. So, I mean, like in this, it just feels like in the past 4 months from when ChatGPT sprung up to now, it feels like we've just been on an exponential curve. And it's
I
actually
agree.
scary to think about.
I agree. Yeah.
Because I just thought ChatGPT was this thing that like the bricks in my literature class used to write their essays. But apparently it's more than that, dude.
Well, no, dude, no. So do you know what Edpuzzle is? I can like briefly explain it if you don't.
I don't think so.
So Edpuzzle's like classrooms can or like teachers can like send a YouTube video link and then add questions at like different timestamps. And so you can't pass that point and the video just plays and you have to like answer questions that the teacher sets. Some kid today in my Chinese class, he said, "Yo, Terry, like, is this question right?" And I look over at his screen and he just has four like tabs of Chat GPT translating the question, translating the video, translating the answers, and then translating what the answer could be. And I was like, dude, you're not even on the Ed Puzzle tab. Like, what do you want me to look at here? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's so nuts. It is like I Well, also I know that a lot of YouTubers are using AI.
Yes.
So I don't know if you listen to Colin and Samir, but they're like two guys who run a podcast as well that is targeted towards creators specifically. But apparently they've been like coming up with all of their YouTube titles, and maybe they'll make some tiny changes to it. But they said that recently all of their YouTube titles have pretty much been generated by ChatGPT.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then like they said same with their, maybe not their scripts yet, but they were reading off some scripts that ChatGPT came up with, and it sounds like them. It sounds like something that they would write. Like I genuinely could not tell the difference. So
That's insane.
that's the power of AI, and that's what will be showing up in the next couple of years, even just the next couple of months.
I would say months, yeah. I mean, college is going to be so weird with this technology too. Like it's going to be so strange.
Yeah. What are your plans with college, by the way? Because I think I've heard this, but have you said anything outside of
Yeah,
like private?
yeah. So December, I'm trying to remember what I said publicly. I don't want to leak where I'm going to
Yeah,
college.
yeah, obviously,
Because the
obviously.
last thing I need is I show up to class one day and somebody goes, "Yo, I heard your voice," which happened, but that's a different story. College December, I applied and got accepted to college for marketing. So
Okay.
gonna apply my YouTube skills to making people want to buy soap on TikTok.
Yeah. What do you think your like, so let's say in 4 years, which is the average time to graduate a college, you get your degree, and where do you want to go from there?
Um, if I okay, I've thought about this because I don't really know any company that I'd really want to work for. If I could work at YouTube, that'd be kind of dope. Like I don't
That would
know,
be, yeah.
like that would that would be so sick to just have that job. But I'm not sure. I'm thinking probably like a marketing agency or like a local ad agency to start, and then just
Hmm.
see where the water takes me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing about marketing too is, I think you already said this, but marketing, especially the skills that you learn in college, you've already applied a lot of those skills through YouTube.
Yes.
Like, for example, thumbnails, right? How do I appeal the most to someone who should click on this? Who should I include in this thumbnail? What color should I use? Like, a lot of those things, and I was looking through marketing courses, a lot of those things that you use on YouTube, whether you're editing or you're just like making a thumbnail or you're coming up with ideas, those principles, obviously we don't know the names for them or like exactly how they work, but we already use them, which is kind of funny. So I was originally going to go into marketing, but I kind of just like looked at it and I was like, yeah, I kind of already know a lot of this stuff. So I don't know if it's
Yeah.
worth it. But then again, a degree means a lot. So even if I have this channel and even if I know the stuff, like at the end of the day, a marketing degree will probably look really good on a resume.
Right.
So
Alongside the
yeah.
other stuff too. Right.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like it'll all add up if you have the degree.
Exactly. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I
So,
remember I met with it was an admitted student something or other, and my dad came with me and he said, "Yo, you better talk to a professor or something." And I was like, "Why? Like, I don't really want to do that." And my dad basically pushed me to talk to the marketing like head of like marketing, whatever the hell they have. And I mentioned like A/B testing. That's all that I said, and the dude was like shell shocked that I had even mentioned that. And so like to YouTubers, it's like, oh yeah, you just change your thumbnail after 24 hours or whatever if it's doing bad. But like
yeah.
to him, like that was already like an incredibly useful like thing to know, which is just wild.
It's just so funny because I think college is really important, but a lot of the things that we've already done is what we're going to end up learning anyway. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
kind of worried about. I'm worried that I'm going to take classes in something and it's going to be like kind of useless to me because obviously I'll take a few things away probably, but I just don't want to be sitting in a class and I already know all of this stuff and I'm just sitting there wasting my time. Like that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, you you go in, they start talking about rule of thirds. You're like,
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
God.
Like, or if I take like a film class and they start talking about when to cut versus when to use a fade, like there's no point.
Oh my, and yeah, my English class this year, we were learning about like film cuts and transitions, which I was breezing through because like I know all of this. But the teacher mentioned J and L cuts, and in the back of my head, I was just like, "That's rec rap. That's rec rap's thing." Like
Yeah.
it was so weird how I just knew everything that was being spoken for the first time ever in like 12 years.
Wait, so your teacher was teaching about film in an English class?
Yeah, so our course is, I think it's like media, like literacy or whatever. So we watch
Oh,
movies, which is like, hell yeah, like sign me up. If we're gonna watch movies, I'm down. And then we learned about like film cuts. We've done video projects, stuff like that.
yeah. So my school has a film studies class, but it is genuinely the most atrocious class in the whole school. Like I was thinking about taking it, but I was talking to some other people about it, and literally, what you do is you watch a movie, you spend like 4 classes watching a movie, and then you take a quiz on it. But the kind of questions are so obvious. It's like when one of the questions would be like, so in the movie Black Panther, when the shot shows the kingdom, when there's like an upside down shot showing the castle, what does that symbolize? And it's like A, some stupid thing, or just B, the kingdom toppling. And there's just, I mean, I guess I could have had a free period just watching movies, but
Yeah,
like that's
there's no learning. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
But
yeah. If I wanted a free period watching movies, I would just pirate the movies. But that's me personally. I hope that I can say that live.
no, you're fine. As long as you
Okay.
don't say that you did.
Yeah, I never did. It was a legal
Yeah,
website
me
in the country of Tuval.
Tuvalu.
Tuvalu, that's it.
It's, bro just said Tuval.
We don't talk about it. It's all right.
Yeah. All right. I want to ask about something that probably went through your head around 1 year and 8 months ago.
Okay. Wow, that's specific.
July 12th, 2021. Do you remember that date?
I don't. I'm
Okay.
thinking back. I don't know.
So July 12th, 2021 was the first ever day of Lifesteal.
Really? Okay.
But I want to talk about something that you pioneered. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you remember, but you were the player who pioneered this idea of betrayals.
Oh yeah,
Do you
yeah, yeah.
remember why?
Yes, I do. I do remember.
Okay.
Yeah, we were on top of a mountain. It was you. I want to say Spy. I might be misremembering here.
Yep,
Wookie, I
that's
think,
right.
was there, and then JPEX was there. JPEX is the key player. I
Yep.
was running away. I was running towards you guys with my team, which was Mapik, Pofa, and somebody else. There was somebody. Ro. It was Ro. Um, and we had like a brawl. I'm 99% sure that I died. Then I got to the top of the mountain. Somehow convinced you all that I was like safe. And JPEX had this dog. And I thought to myself, all right, these guys can actually PvP. I have never PvP'd in my life. So let me just kill the dog. That's the logical answer here if I'm trying to betray. So I murdered the dog, jumped off of a cliff that was it like
In
80
Minecraft.
blocks?
This is in
Yeah.
Minecraft, by the way. This is not in
Yeah.
real
Oh yeah. No.
life. Yeah.
I flew over to everyone's house and I murdered a real dog, everybody. Actual
Yeah.
information. No. Then I jumped off of a cliff. You guys chased me. I could not leave the VC. So I was in the voice call as you guys were just like, get him, get him, get him, get him. And I was just giggling in the middle of this. Nobody knows this part. In the middle of this, I was being so loud with like jumping up and down in my chair and all this that my dad opened my door and pointed to me and said, "What are you doing?" Middle of the chase. And I just shoo him out with like a free hand. And I knew that we were going the same speed across the ocean. We were boating. And so I knew like there's no way I'm getting out of this. There's no way Mapic's saving me. I have no communication with anybody but you guys. And so I just found a source of lava and yelled, "If you guys can't have the hearts, nobody can." Jumped in, lost my items, nobody got the heart.
That line is so famous because it was such a goofball line, but somehow it still stuck.
It's not even correct. It's like grammatically
it doesn't make
wrong.
any sense. So you said, if you can't have the hearts, no one can.
If I can't have the hearts, no one can.
Oh wait, that's what you said? If I can't.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, what does
like-
that even mean? Because
but
I was
like-
like watching back and it made zero sense.
It didn't make it because I was freeballing it while literally shaking. I mean, physically, like, dude, I should have set up a camera on my legs. I was literally shivering, like it was ridiculous. I was so stressed. It was an adrenaline just rush. But oh my god, yeah, it was an incorrect quote. Then it came back in like season 3, I think, because I was in like a similar situation, getting chased by Clown. I think Clown was naked too. I don't know why I was afraid. It was just so goofy, man. I just can't fight. That's the summary.
That's the summary. So I do remember that before you were on Lifesteal, and probably the reason you can't fight is because you were like, I wanna say a dev, but I don't know if that's correct. Like
Dev?
you were a data pack developer.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Because
yeah,
I remember your old, like super old videos.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Initially, I think the third video I ever posted that got me into that was texture pack tutorials. Because I remember around the time that I started, PewDiePie was making his Minecraft like world, and I used to love it. And at one point, some dude, I think his name was like Ewan Howell, I want to say. This is like years ago, so I might be completely butchering that. He made a resource pack that turned animals into like a different texture when you name them something. And I thought that was sick. I was like, dude, I need to figure out how to do this. And there were no tutorials online. So me being somehow the genius that I was, I realized, okay, if I want to grow, then I cannot get found by recommended on YouTube, but you can get ranked through search. No matter how many subscribers you have, if you just make sure that YouTube knows what your video is about, then people can find it. So I made a texture pack tutorial. It was so bad. Like I can't even describe how bad it is. It's unlisted on a playlist that's public, but it was atrocious. Somehow it got me over like 100 subscribers. And so from there, I just made a few different tutorials, then expanded into data packs with like the Hermitbot, the Hermitcraft Grumbot, Danny Carlson, which is like an indie dev game. And then there was one other one. And that's how I got started. Just really goofy.
The thing was, I think the first time I ever like talked to you just in a text manner was in like the YouTube algorithm Discord.
Yes.
Remember that server?
Yep. Yeah, I'm still in it.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I am.
But anyway, this isn't the case now, but back then I was a super competitive person. And whenever someone was like blowing up in the Minecraft space, like it made me mad. I don't know why,
Really?
but yeah, it was like, I was just incredibly competitive and like, I didn't want people to pass me in subs. So I made the one chunk video and I was at like 20,000 subs. And then you dropped I think it was like super flat 100 days
Probably.
or something. It popped off. And I remember, I can't let this guy pass me. I can't let this guy pass me. Well, you did because of the 100 days in cave only.
Yeah.
That video did really well. So it like the anger boils down after like a day, but I just remember I was like so competitive back then, and you were like the guy that I didn't want to pass.
I
So
never knew that. That's insane. Yeah,
yeah.
100 days was when my parents found my channel. That was a weird time because I had to get monetized. Like
Hmm.
I did not tell my parents about my YouTube because there was a nah, I won't get into the tangent. I had a TikTok with my face that like went kind of viral, and my parents found out about that, and they went bananas. They were losing their mind because they didn't like TikTok. TikTok bad for like same reasons that Congress is trying to ban it. Anywho, but Cave Only World I made in online school, fully during online school. I was gonna give up around halfway. I was like, I just hate this video. Like, I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Whatever. I just suffered through it, and thank God that I did, because that did way too well. But yeah, then I had to tell my parents because I'm like, yo, I can get monetized on YouTube, and they said, what does monetization mean? I had to show them the video, and there was a joke in the video of like my parents having like some doing something not very child friendly, and they listened to that, and I like, how do you justify that, dude?
Yeah.
Like, it was a zombie in
Wait,
like a cave. That was the context.
there was a zombie in a. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was
I
a
think I
zombie in
kind
the
of.
cave. I said I heard groaning, and I had to make sure that it wasn't my parents, and then I found the zombie. Like, that was the joke. And they watched that in front of me, and my dad just stared at me like blank. I zero emotion.
That dude, I am so glad I've never had an experience like that because I can just imagine you sitting like your entire family sitting on that couch. But did you like know that that joke was there?
Yes. Oh yeah. No, I knew it was ramping up to it. My uncle found the joke. It was. Oh my god. Oh, it was terrible.
Oh god, dude. I can just imagine how much like what did he even do after
I
like
gulped. I
he
gulped really loudly. Like,
and then what did your
oh,
parents do?
they paused it. Then my mom was shocked. My dad just had no emotion. I don't know what he was feeling at that moment. And then they just resumed. And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to hear about this later. Like,
Oh god.
this is bad."
Hey, but at the end of the day it all worked out, so it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Somewhat.
after that now they just watch all of my videos, and they don't understand Minecraft, so they just don't really know what's happening. So they like try to like tell me about it, and it's like not what's happening at all.
Yeah. I remember, oh my gosh, um I was like I headed downstairs a few nights ago to cuz I heard my brother shouting and my
Mhm.
dad was playing Hypixel Skyblock on my little brother's account. And my brother was like raging at him for being such a bot at the game,
Bro,
which
what?
is dude, I have no I oh no, actually, my dad made his own account for some reason. But I just remember he was like trying to grappling hook around the Hypixel Skyblock lobby, but he kept on failing. And then my brother kept on getting like super mad at him. That's
What
all
the
I
hell?
remember.
That's a fever dream is what that is. How did that even happen? Like, was there any like, did your brother ask him, or did your dad just decide one day like, nah, we're gonna do
Dude, I
this?
think he just decided to try it out. But he has like, oh my gosh, wait, what's his name? He has like a really oh, he has like a really weird name. And I know he named it after like a miner, a famous, I'm going to
What?
search this up. Famous
What?
miner in the 19th century. He like named it after, if I see the name, I'll
Oh,
know.
miner, like mining.
Yeah.
God, dude. I thought I thought you had a different idea. He's like a YouTuber.
What?
Is he like a YouTuber? Or is he just
No, like an actual famous, okay, miner, Miner, bro.
yes,
Bro.
dude? I was
Yeah,
like,
no, no, no,
I
no,
was
no, no.
like, that is a weird thing to say.
No, 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 it's okay. Wait, what was their name?
Granville,
Um,
Grandville. Oh my God,
it was like a
Black
really
Art.
weird name. Yeah, I don't think I can find it, but I'm gonna ask him if he wants to like hop on Hypixel later so I can just
Yeah.
see it.
How
So
how can someone be a famous miner? How does that like happen?
probably they just struck it rich. Like in the California gold rush, someone just
Oh,
found like a huge pile or something.
yeah. That yeah, that no, that checks out. Yeah.
So I mean, maybe one day I'll bring him on Lifesteal. Oh, oh my gosh. Wait, I just thought of such a good idea. Imagine on like Father's Day, we all brought our dads on.
That's a good idea. I could get my dad on. He won't know how to walk in the game, but he could try.
And then we have a war between all the dads.
Dad war. Oh my gosh.
That would be so funny.
Now,
Um,
one of the dads needs to get a dog, and then my dad will come in and just like axe it. Oh my gosh.
reenact. Reenact the moment.
Battlefield reenactments on the Lifesteal SMP.
Yeah. All right, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Before we started this recording, you said you had a lot of funny school stories. And I feel like
Yeah.
obviously you don't want to dox anything, but I feel like school and like your personal life is something that we never get to hear from you.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. This happened a few days ago. So, I'm taking AP Stats, which is like AP Statistics, and we are far behind on the curriculum. We have like 2 weeks until we take the test, which you can get college credit for. So, like, it's kind of important that you pass this.
Hmm.
And we are behind on the curriculum. So my teacher said, okay, we got to have a test on like this unit that we just finished. I know that you guys really don't know the unit, but like just try your best, which is not, that's not inspiring advice to anybody. So I come in that morning, first of all, freaking out because I didn't know any of the information. And I had had a big pulled pork sandwich the previous night. So those two things together don't make a good like a good combination in a human being. So, the test is about to start, and my stomach gurgles like a volcano. Like it
Oh
was
God.
the cauldron was overflowing. I was like, okay, all right, there's no waiting. Like I'm gonna have to go. So I run out of the room, sprinting. I go to one of the bathrooms. I push on it. The door is locked. Okay. What you need to understand about my school, there's a bunch of people vaping everywhere.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
solution that the school's set up is just lock most of the bathrooms. So you have to find one that is not locked. So I am now full on Usain Bolt dashing through the hallways, trying to find a bathroom. Eventually, at the front of the school, I've traveled for like a minute straight. I need to go to the bathroom. I push open on the door, almost fall through, like just into the bathroom, and there's an open stall. I'm like, thank God, I can actually get this goddamn substance out of my body. So I go into the stall. I push the stall door closed, and it will not close. It's like springing open. I cannot like hold this thing in anymore. So with all my might, I put one foot on the wall and I just pull as hard as I can and get that jammed shut. Okay. I'm like, like works for me. It doesn't matter. I sit down. I'm done. Like it was like 2 seconds. I was done. I'm like, fair enough, bro. I'm like, I'm all happy. I'm relieved. I can finally go back to do this test that I'm already stressed for. I push on the door. It won't open now. I had jammed this thing shut. So I'm like, all right, okay. What do I do? I think about it for 5 seconds. And then I go to the back wall facing towards the stall door. I rev up my feet like I'm a horse about to go on a race, and I just cannonball into the door to open it up. And by a miracle, it opens. I almost fell into a urinal, which that was disgusting. Um, I get out of the bathroom. I haul back to the stat room, and somehow they had not started the test, and I took the test.
Yeah. Dude, the thing about the stalls in my school, so like there's only two bathrooms that students can use, right? Which
Really?
means that in the entire school, there's only four stalls.
Oh my
And
god.
so also the issue with these stalls, two of these stalls, the doors, no joke, are like 3 feet tall. So someone can just be walking by, and as long as they're 5'6" or above, they can see everything like into the stall, bro. So that means that there's only 2 actual stalls like that are usable, right?
Okay.
And now the issue with this is there's this one kid at our school who, whenever he goes to the bathroom, you can't go in there the rest of the day. So like people kind of like, oh my gosh. People kind of know because there's this specific scent that,
Ew.
yeah, like when it comes out of the bathroom, they know that it is like done for the day. And people report that it smells like, you know the snack Pirates booty?
Yeah.
Yeah, they say it smells like
so
that,
specific.
dude. I know, but it actually does. And I've like firsthand smelled it before. And we don't even know if this is one person or if it's like multiple people or if it's just the single bathroom. Like if it's just that bathroom. But that means that there's literally only one stall in the whole school that's actually usable. And now there's another big problem, bro. Whenever I need to go to the bathroom and specifically use this stall, there is always like a rager going on in the bathroom. Like I pull up and there's 20 kids in there blasting music, like vaping all the time and just doing random stuff. And like, I'm not going to stay in there, dude. So I've never actually gone home, but if I'm not like feeling good in the morning, I think a few times I've just stayed home because the bathroom, like I have one friend named Paul. I think you know him, but he has never in his 4 years of high school, he has never gone to the bathroom at school. Never.
Oh my gosh. Not
which
even
is
peed?
insane. No, never.
That's impressive almost.
Yeah. It like, I don't know how bro did it, but
Good bladder. I don't know. Like that's nuts.
Something crazy, dude.
Yeah, there was an issue with our school. I think it was this year and last year. There was somebody going around my school who I'm not even lying to you. Their nickname was the Criminal Crapper. Okay? What this fool would do was he would poop anywhere but but in the toilet.
What?
So, like you would go into a bathroom and there would just be poop. I mean, it was insane how he missed. Like he would do it on like the flush handle. It would be on the walls. It'd be on the ground. It would be in another stall.
How is that even possible? Like, how do you mess up that bad?
You need to be, first of all, you need to be standing, which is already like, that is weird how you can do that. And then you have to have pressure on that. Like there needs to be pent up like pressure that's shooting that out.
Like you gotta be doing that on purpose, dude. There's no way.
They absolutely were. So the school didn't do anything about this. So there was a there was a team of kids set up called the Poop Patrol that would station around and report incidences of the Criminal Crapper. And so you'd go on Instagram and you'd see there's like a team of kids that were dead set on finding this person, and they just be reporting with pictures of the crime scenes and just be like the Criminal Crapper has struck again. And like there's just, dude, how is that an issue? That should not be a problem. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, back when TikTok was like a really, really big thing, I'm not sure if you knew the trend of like devious licking.
Yes.
Yeah. So devious licking, for those who don't know, devious licking is when you go to a place, most often a bathroom, and you just take something. It's like not a thing anymore, but back then, doing devious licks was like the most devious thing that people were doing in our school, dude. Like I would walk into the bathroom, and there were like cases of this. I would walk into the bathroom, I would use the stall, and then there was one time when I realized that someone had devious licked all the toilet paper. So Like, I literally needed someone to come in as backup and get me the toilet paper from like under the sink, bro.
Like
Like
under the
that was
sink.
the yeah, because there's like a sink in the bathroom and they store like there's a little like thing under there, and that's where they keep all the toilet paper. So
There's a sink in the bathroom. Thank God.
yeah, well obviously, but like
Yeah.
there have been so like someone stole the trash can once. Someone took off like the lid of the toilet, so that was once completely gone. And then after Devious Licks, some amazing person on TikTok came up with the idea of angelic yield, which
Yes. Yes.
which means instead of taking something from a bathroom, you put something nice into it. So all of a sudden, there was soap in the bathroom. There was I forget
Oh.
what it was. Someone was like spraying Febreze in there. Like it was for a little while, it was actually the nicest place in the whole school, dude.
Really?
So
Yeah. Yeah. I somebody definitely stole a paper towel dispenser. I'm remembering something happening. Yeah, the paper towel was gone. Somebody cracked a urinal in half. I
how
forgot
is
about
that
that.
even possible, bro?
But like, so they were attached to, like the wall, and like the top half of the urinal was like stationary. The bottom half I just found on the ground. like, like what? For what reason do you need to crack a urinal in half?
Dude, kids are just kids. Like they'll do that, especially the freshmen.
The freshmen are crazy.
The freshmen are the
gosh.
most devious kids in the whole school.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
have like weird freshmen this year?
dude, for some reason, all the freshmen this year are so short.
Yes. Yes, they are.
I don't know why, but there's literal freshmen that are like 4 feet tall. Like actually 4 feet tall.
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say
Okay.
Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, but
That's short.
well, bro, 4 feet, that's more than just short, dude.
That's like a toddler.
Yeah. And the thing about these, like, here's the thing. Some of these freshmen are 4 feet tall, but somehow they're like jacked, which is,
Because they're short. They're
Yeah.
short so they can get jacked.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like,
Rasplin.
oh, yo, someone clip this and send it to Rasplin, bro. Actually, we should talk about that.
Yeah.
So VidCon, actually a while back, you proposed to do a boxing match with Rasplin.
Yep.
Are you actually going to go through with that?
Okay, both of us are not sure. Like, because so the thing about Rasplin, for those of you who don't know, he's a Minecraft like PvP YouTuber. He's older than me. He's more jacked, like by far, but he's a significant amount shorter. I am taller, but like I'm a twig. Like I'm not afraid to admit it. I used to be much more of a twig, but I'm a twig. And so it would just be a very goofy boxing match that neither of us actually know if it's gonna go through. But he keeps calling me out on Twitter. He put me in like a Spotify rap that he made. Like I was a sample.
And he dissed you?
Yeah, like he like clipped something from my stream and then put it as the intro over like so flighty like I don't know what the hell was going on.
Oh my God.
Like I listened to it, I'm like, is that me? So he's beefing. I'm beefing as well, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. My question is, if you guys do end up boxing, who do you think will win?
I would kick him in the nuts.
Okay, but like
So
kicking is not, like it's only hands.
I'll still do it. I'll punch him in the nuts.
Okay, that's also not allowed, I think. It's like
Yeah,
body
he
shots
would-
and up.
He would probably win. If I could get him pinned down, I'd probably like sit on his head or like
Okay,
jump
but
on his
bro,
head like
it's
a Goomba.
boxing. It's boxing. This is not Super Mario. This is boxing.
I really want a Mario jump on his head.
Yeah.
But I don't know because our weights are almost certainly like very different.
Yeah. Do you pay attention to like actual boxing matches?
Barely at all.
Yeah, because I know there's like a really big fight this weekend. Like
Yeah.
probably one of the biggest ones in a few years. It's like Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard about it. Right. Yeah,
Um,
what's like so special about it this year?
what's so special about it is that this is like Garcia's had all this hype. He's like 19-0, but Tank is also an insane boxer. They're probably two of the best in the featherweight division. And
Hmm.
if Garcia wins this, he's pretty much cemented his legacy. But if he loses this, then like he's gonna get called washed.
Uh,
Yeah, so
dang, gosh. Yeah,
it's
I don't pay too much attention. I did hear about it though, so that's. Oh, it's got its own Wikipedia page.
yeah.
Holy! Oh my gosh!
I mean, this is gonna be a pretty big fight, I think. Wait, oh, April 22nd. So this is Saturday. I'm actually excited for this.
Oh, it's Saturday. Oh my god, there's so much stuff happening Saturday.
Yeah.
I got invited to either a horror movie or Super Mario Bros. Movie. I don't know which one I'm seeing.
Dude,
I don't know.
I haven't wait. I forget if I said this on the Jaren podcast, but I was going to watch the Super Mario movie with some friends. And
Mhm.
you know how nobody wants to pay money for
Yes.
candy at the yeah, so we all hit up like a pharmacy store before we headed over there and we like got the cheap candy, right? So
Yeah.
we all had this candy and we were stuffing it in our pockets and we walked in, we got our tickets, and then we decided to go into the bathroom. So what basically happened was Paul was being this absolute brick. And while I was still in the bathroom, he was like taking candy out of his pockets and he was like starting to eat it in the door of the bathroom. And like the manager pulled up and I could hear him talking to Paul. He's like, "So what do you have on you?" And he's like, "I saw your friend go in there and I know he has candy too." And then Paul literally went into it. I was just sitting there in the bathroom. Like I didn't want to hand over my candy because I
Right.
didn't want to get it confiscated. So I was like, what do I do with this? And while I was trying to think, I just overheard Paul having a literal debate like with the manager about the ethical implications of like taking away candy from a 17-year-old. And like he was telling him like, "Look, bro, you can take away my candy, but I'm never coming back here." And like, dude, even though Paul like lost the debate, I don't remember why. We basically went back out to the car, and while everybody else was still was like watching the trailers and stuff before the movie started, we went back to the car, put all our candy back in the car. But then I was like, you know what, screw it. So I took 5 Mike and Ikes and I stuffed them in my pocket, and like I walked back in there, dude. And I swear I felt like a criminal, or not a criminal. I felt like I was in
Criminal.
an Ocean's 11 movie.
Yeah, like a heist. Like
Yeah,
you're taking something in rather
yeah.
than taking something out.
So that's the story of sneaking. But yeah, the Super Mario movie was really good.
It was good.
Yeah, it was really good. I didn't get a lot of the references because I've never really played Super Mario, but like Ospy and Quincy and Paul, they've all played it a lot before. So I think they really enjoyed it. But the plot was like really good. I just didn't get a lot of the characters and like their abilities.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only had a Wii and a PC in my life. I've never had an Xbox or PlayStation. So like I've never played like a ton of games. And so people make references to me and I know about Club Penguin. That's about it. That's what I played when I was a little kid.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I like in my entire life, I've I've had my dad's iPad, I've had a Nintendo 3DS, and then my PC. Like that's it. So
yeah.
I remember back then I was like recreating Stampy's Lovely World on mobile,
Oh,
and then eventually I got hooked on like Pokemon. That was the only DS game I ever played, and then just computer stuff. But
yeah. My friend the one thing I think this was on DS. There was a game called Tamagotchi Life.
oh my
That
gosh, that
yeah.
name just gave me so many flashbacks. That okay, so the thing about that game, actually, well, you can go first if you want.
Yeah, no, it's like it's short. Basically, me and my friend, we would like set up like our actual real life friends, and there was this girl that I had like a big crush on, and I'm like, yo, dude, like add her in the game, because the Tamagotchis, like, sometimes they'll like propose to each other if you like set them up on dates and stuff. And so at one point, this girl in the game called over my character. I was like, dude, it's about to happen. I was like jumping for joy, dude. This was like real life. And the girl, she's on top of a rooftop. My character comes up. My character's like, what do you want to talk about? The girl character says, I want to let you know that I don't share the same feelings. Dude, I fell backwards in real life. Like at the end of a movie when a character is betrayed or like they lose something and they like look up into the sky. That was me in my friend's room. I was devastated that my Tamagotchi did not want to date the girl Tamagotchi. It was crazy.
So I had a completely different experience with that game. So there was this girl who went to our school way back in like 7th grade. She doesn't go to our school anymore, but like she was my biggest op, bro. Like actually my biggest op. Like I genuinely hated her. And there were like a couple things that happened that made me hate her that I'm not going to go into detail on, but like what basically happened was this kid Quincy, he put me and then her were characters in his Tomodachi life. So, what happened, and he clipped this too, and like it's still in our friend group Discord server, which has been going on for a long time.
Right.
But it was me proposing to her, and then she said yes, dude. And like that day single-handedly, that day was ruined for me. And that ruined the game
Altered
for
your
me.
brain.
That ruined the game for me.
Oh God. That is bad, yeah.
Which is funny though. Like that was all the way back in 7th grade, but I completely forgot that game existed. Oh my God.
It was a fire game. It was a really good. It's like The Sims. It was basically the same as The
Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That game was that's where I had a similar experience with The Sims. There was some girl that like recreated me, and she's like, "Yo, look at how you look in the game." And she sent me this screenshot. It didn't look anything like I mean, the hair color was wrong. Like it didn't look anything like me. And I was like, "You're blind. Like there's no way." And then she's like, "We're gonna date." And I'm like,
Bro.
No, the hell we're not. You need to know what my hair color looks like first.
Yeah, bro. Like, I know so I think, what game is it? Oh, no. So when you're creating Miis on Nintendo, you can basically take a picture of yourself and it'll like auto-generate a Mii for you. But they are incredibly scuffed. Like, so scuffed. I think I did one. I did one or like Paul did one. And for some reason, his eyes on the Mii were like on the bottom half of his face. And like, but he had like a buzz cut, bro. Like it was actually it was so weird. But did you hear about like how Nintendo's starting to do some weird stuff?
No, what are they doing?
Dude, you know the YouTuber Point Crow?
Yes, yeah.
He got like 55 million views on his channel terminated. Like Nintendo struck his channel for playing the game.
What game?
Breath of the Wild, I think.
Really?
Yeah. So
for what reason?
Dude, I have no idea, but apparently Nintendo's just been going on a spree, and any content that sheds them in even like a semi-bad light, they're just taking down. Like that was Point Crow's. They struck Point Crow's channel twice, and now he has 2 strikes. So if he gets struck again, his channel actually gets terminated.
Right, yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's crazy to me.
That is scary, yeah. I mean, like at that point, you just need to make like another channel and just say like, guys, go follow this, just in case. It's like you have no other option.
I know. But also there was something else I saw with Nintendo. I think there was a guy who like pirated Nintendo games or did something with Nintendo, but after he got out of prison, he had to do something with Nintendo where like Nintendo earns 10% of all of his wages in perpetuity.
What?
Yeah. Wait, I'm going to search this up because I want to fact check this, but I'm pretty sure I saw this. Nintendo.
That is, yeah.
Stealing wages.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. So there's a guy named Gary Bowser. And apparently he was in a Nintendo hacking group called Team Executor. Okay. And he was put in prison for 40 months for hacking. And just as he was released, Nintendo said that this Gary Bowser guy had costed them $14.5 million in damages. So for the rest of his life, oh my gosh, for the rest of his life, they're taking 25 to 30% of his income.
Oh my God.
Nintendo is on something, bro. But like, they have been doing some weird stuff recently.
That is insane. I had no idea about that. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. I ask this to every single creator who comes on, but what is your goal this year? And what is your goal 5 years into the future with anything? It doesn't have to be with YouTube.
Oh my God. In 1 year. Oh gosh. That's okay. I'm gonna be in college. That's weird. It just hit me that I'm gonna be in college a year from now. That's concerning. 1 year from now, I think this is absolutely doable. I don't want to play too safe, but like I don't know what's gonna happen with time management. I want to get to 500K on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, I gained 50K from my last video, so I know it's possible, but I want to make sure like that would be just a sick milestone. 5 years from now, hopefully I've had a girlfriend at least once.
Just no Riz 5 years into the future.
I'm the same. I'm Vortex, man.
Wow. He's going to listen to this and he's going to send you an angry DM.
I'll await it. I'm sure is he going to VidCon?
Yeah, he is.
He is? Okay, I'm sure he'll try to punch me at VidCon. I'll just step back a little bit.
Yeah. You'll be good.
I'll swing at eye level and it'll hit my hip.
Okay. Okay, yeah, continue. What about 5 years?
5 years? Girlfriend would be nice. I assume that I'll still be doing YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I assume. But like I don't know. That's like a tough question. If I could have a house or like a nice apartment, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
I think that's like a reasonable. Well, not reasonable, but it'd be preferred to have something of my own.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, Terrain, we've been talking for an hour.
Yes, sir.
It's on. I say this every time, bro, but like, time just flies so quickly. Like it just.
It does, yeah. I agree.
Okay, yeah, that was way too deep. But I'm gonna play the outro song.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let me know if you can hear it.
Time flies too quickly.
Does it like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it pops up, sometimes it won't. Because I have an AirPod in my right ear. Can you hear it at all?
No, you just sound really bass boosted right now.
No, it's because I just put my headphones on.
Oh.
So this is what like the actual mic sounds like. That's probably what you're hearing.
Yeah, it is bad quality.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, thank you for listening to episode 11 of the test run. Terry, do you have anything to say?
No.
Okay.
Yes. No, I don't.
Thank
you for having me on.
Of course. Make sure to leave a 5-star review if you're listening on Spotify, a comment, a like, subscribing on YouTube if you're listening on there. And yeah, thank you for listening to the test run. Bye.